and just get a little bit more in terms of levels with that potential early game lead from Pei here.
I like this idea, right? So on this mid lane, it's going to be Ziya. So Ziya is great at breaking the level cap. That's his passive. Once he hits level 15, he will help you break the level cap. Okay, so while this is happening, take a look at what the role Shuai is doing. He's actually helping the assist in the jungle camps as well.
Oh, with those blades doing some serious work. Highlight one last shot, and that's going to be first blood going the way of Shuai.
Silver lining, that kill goes to the roam, right? So at Shuai's performance here, this is a great start for the side of AG.AL. Nothing less than expected. Zoe now at level 7, a little bit behind Clean, but that's what you expect of a Pei, right? He is able to move fast, but once again, Twisted Minds unable to place their footing in this contest. Their first Tyrant of the game will go into AG.AL's hands.
I mean, Clean was just farming in the top part. He was trying to get what he could, but that was a bit of an opening for AG.AL to kind of take that Tyrant. They took it with literally no contest. Yeah, and AG.AL here didn't lose a single last hit as well, so just timing things perfectly. Shank's taking a lot of damage. CT Boy needs to be careful. That Reforged Blade's not actually connecting. Shank tries to go for that one last play, but it looks like they're going to take the bottom T1 here right away. But Zoe, it looks like Zoe taking a lot of damage. He's going to be ganged up on it. Clean gets the kill. Nice little rotation, but they're going to lose the bottom T1, or they already did.
So still a big win for the side of AG.AL, right? The trade has not come over yet. They have to commit members on the top. One member will do it, especially if it's Clean, but T2 under pressure and Twisted Minds, no answer.
Yeah, no answer. I mean, this Universal Law will slow it down, but they've already taken the bottom T2. AG.AL making some great bothering Yunua there. That might have been sent out by Twisted Minds. Whatever sort of edge they can find, they're going to look for it on this one. But looks like AG.AL on the offensive, looking to contest this Crimson, and it looks like it's going to be taken away by Clean here.
Okay, so first test pass.
The first one, CT Boy looking to go in. That Destined Encounter is going to be used, but it's just going to zone them away.
Okay, so another Sea of Fate. Shuai sends his jungler home, and with that...
Oh, they go for the truth. They find him. They get the catch, but it's just Shuai, which is going to be a huge one. But the Burning Sun Arrow in return with those blades, and the Reforged Blade slicing down Shanks.
And of all people, it had to be Shanks. What a beautiful arrow. This is why understanding the timings in the game is so important. Yunua was ready with that Burning Sun Arrow, and look, with this timing, Zoe also manages to secure... Okay, let me give you a little information about AG.AL in their current season of KPL. They have a lot of 100% win rate heroes, and I don't think Twisted Minds are going to have fun with that.
Yeah, Nighty here has to use the truth. He's going to be ganged up 1 versus 3 though, but he will go down. Ron finds the kill.
This is why it's so important to get your support item first. Shuai showing you the redemption. With the shields itself, they survive the initial aggression. And Shanks!
Oh, the pounce in. They go right onto Clean. They try to actually take him out, but they want the Crimson. Space created, and AG.AL will make them pay.
It's just AG.AL showing you the little advantages. Edging it out. And right now, Twisted Minds, the goalie isn't that big.
But Zoe now is going to be under the tower, and they're going to look to just, again, use that space.
He knows.
You know, with those spider sense, he knows.
He knows. There is no way. That's why he's checking Clean. Oh no, he's in the middle of 5 here.
Oh, the blade, the pounce away. He's going to try to get back to safety. The double pounce, he does get there, but the truth finds Chang. He gets that pick off, and Nighty with that play. But Zoe looking for that revenge. But here's the bitter farewell right on top. The Heartlink away, tries to, gets the safety with that flash. You know, needs to be careful, but Nighty makes him pay. He had that enlightenment, and he lighted him. Now he's Joey taking so much damage, and they Twisted Minds have done it.
They turn it around. This is why they're called the Masterminds. That was a great bait on the side of Twisted Minds to get AG.AL to overcommit. And
what a great fight by Twisted Minds. And it was all kind of baited out. Everything just kind of went in their favor of understanding how to take this team fight. They picked him off 1 by 1. Yunua realized that he was in a bad spot. Tried to splash back to safety.
Not what I had in my books.
Not what you had in your books, but we kind of saw this in game 1 in the first series of the day. But the nice Burning Sun Arrow with those blades, and that should do enough damage and should be able to pick out CT Boy, and yes, in fact, it is. AG.AL with a nice pick off there.
What a timing to get a kill, though. Look, CT Boy out for about 25 seconds or so. That is too long. They will not be able to successfully contest.
AG.AL looking to take this Shadow Tyrant, the first one of the game, but they lose their T2 as a balance for this one. The Overlord about to be started here. Twisted Mind still up and finds Ron, who gets a little bit serious. Those blades are going to do a little bit of damage. He's going for that potential steal, but Shanks takes the Overlord. Nighty's a little bit low, needs to be careful. They did lose Clean, so that's one thing to take note of. But now with this retreat, AG.AL not able to get any other catches.
Okay, so if they don't lose too much at this point, it's still something that is decent for the side of Twisted Minds. But advantage swinging slowly but surely back in the hands of AG.AL.
I just really like that Shadow Tyrant. I think at the 10-minute mark, yes, Twisted Minds are like, actually we can put pressure on the top lane as well as stealing the Overlord. Yes, it was closer than they needed. This Burning Sun arrow will connect, but the Reforge plays right onto Shanks and an instant deletion. He's been sniped out.
Just cannot miss. Sheng as well, and what a nice combination as they poke them down. T3s are both under pressure.
Oh, the tenderizing, the blades just way too much. They take the mid T3, the Universal Law really not doing enough. Nighty's still up in front, finds Zoe, but that's really not the target. He's just way too tanky at this stage.
You see the beauty of this draft. They can't deal with Zoe.
Zoe's going, looking to go in. Nighty tried to make the heroic play, but he gets caught out. Just way too many members of AG.AL.
Yep, so you're diving into the abyss at this point, right? Diving into the deep end. Is building the tank build for this hero, so there is no way you get the instant kill on him. Clean, of course, at the top of the gold charge.
Yeah, need to have that timing. That's going to be key here. AG.AL, just look at how they're starting to take over the map. The Burning Sun arrow, gonna miss at this point, but they're putting pressure on this bottom T3, which is just barely hanging on. They're looking for the flank. They find him. Nighty goes in for this, but it looks like they're going to turn this around. Zoe was there. He's going to be able to repel this assault. Twisted Minds have to retreat yet again.
That's what you have to do, right? Put that front line. This is what a front line is supposed to do. So Zoe and Ran, the two of them protecting their back line. And the moment you give and Sheng time, you are gone. There is too much damage.
Yeah, way too much damage. AG.AL now on the front.
Yeah, Zoe, once again, look at the way he's using. As an engage, it's an option select with him.
Oh, the T3 just going down. Nighty at half-life. He's going to be focused, realizing that he was the only initiation. He's been pushed away. AG.AL have opened up the base.
Clean and calculated. This is a Baron base for the side of Twisted Minds as we're heading 14 minutes into the game. Zoe playing a fantastic job because he's so tanky, nobody can really get him down.
No real chance, but the Burning Sun arrow is going to connect on the CT boy. Do they have enough? And with those blades, yes, they do. Zoe now on the run. Yes, he's tanky, but he's going to see a fade on out. He's going to get to safety, but Nighty going in for that play. Find Shang, they get the pick off, but what more can they do? Nighty is down for the count. The Universal Law on the minions, but Zoe all the way up in front, chasing Shank's back. They're trying to take out the minions more than anything else. They find Hylon. Just looking to stay alive, but he gets focused in. Clean finds him out, goes on to Ron, they pick him off, and now Zoe, he gets killed as well, and Clean with the triple kill.
Shanks looking for that final one more will be that marker. Can they get the kill? They do! Shanks, they bring them down. It's an ace, but still, it is a Baron base for the side of Twisted Minds. They need to, because they have decent wave clear on the side of Twisted Minds, they actually bring that backdoor protection in. And Shanks once again positioning Clean this time on the backlines. Nobody will touch him. If you leave a Lady Soon alone with a Crimson Golem at this point, he's going to melt your team down.
Yeah, but okay. Yes, you're absolutely correct, but no T3s. Yes, you have a red buff, and I mean, Clean is going to pick up his own as well, so they've got two, but the Shadow Tyrant is going to be taken away. AG.AL looking to put even more pressure and to just close this game out.
Third skill, and you also have Run with the catch as well.
The Shadow Vanguard about to be burned down very easily by AG.AL, easily able to take that one out, and now they're looking to just deal with the minion waves, put more pressures. Oh, the Blades is on point. The Sage's Sanctuary right onto Clean. They caught him out, and they find him. Ron with that kill, and now Nighty in a bad spot. He's going to be chased by all 5 members. He goes back in, tries to go for the truth, but he goes down as well. It was just too much damage. Shanks now trying to stay alive. He tries to go, turns this around, but he stays alive. Ron has been killed as well, and now Shuai just with those koi ties, just being super annoying. The Universal Law on the minions.
As long as Shanks survives, I think there is a fighting chance for the side of Twisted Minds. But the moment Shanks down,
oh, Burning Sun arrow just goes right in between. Not able to connect. Zoe with that nice little knockup. Though. They find him and they find Hylon. CT Boy has to run away. Shanks has been killed, and it looks like AG.AL will take game 1.
Easy peasy this time. They're set up so clean.
Because it's just a matter of seconds, right? Like, it's just a matter of like one ability after the other, and not just to kind of like lay your abilities on top of the other, isn't it, Dave?
Who are you going to burst down? Because you have to get all of them down.
Yeah, you have to get all of them down, plus the Celestial Melodies available, so good luck trying to chip into this one. I mean, the minion wave in the mid lane has been pushed. They've already taken their boars. AG.AL walking away with that essentially for free. CT Boy is going to kind of meet up with them, and he does have smite if they want to go, but Shanks at a bad spot, being pushed away, and it looks like this is going to be a tough situation for him to potentially get out. Shuai getting a little low. CT Boy has to use the Leaping Savior, but now Shanks has been caught out. The flash away, CT Boy does survive, but Shanks is not as lucky.
Look at this rotation, so clean. They knew that, hey, we wanted to make this life difficult for you, and right now it is difficult. Look at the rotation. Enoa back, farming again.
Understanding the timings of the game, being able to take that Sprite, but they actually get the Fridge of Prison, the nice little knockup. Is not in a great spot. He's under the tower though, and it looks like Twisted Mind, not enough damage, and Hylon goes down.
Making full use of that melee range. Sung, the lifeblood of AG.AL, and once again, they're crushing them in every single department.
Tanky, self-sustaining lineup that has ults that reverse all the damage.
Yeah, so if you are in your ranked games, you get this opportunity, 5-man, pick this composition, man.
Yeah, the Tyrant is going to be taken here. Sheng is going to get gone on. He's going to potentially use the Fate Rewind. He does get the safety. He goes 88 miles an hour, and he's on out of there.
He's totally fine, clean, looking for an opening. If he can get the steal.
The Searing Stab, he's looking to go for that steal, but Zoe will pick that up with that smite. And it looks like with potential here, but clean dashing away.
So once again, right, take a look at what's happening across the map. Because of Enoa's push, now the T1 at the bottom is open for the taking. They are also putting pressure in the mid. Ran has successfully farmed. He does have attack speed now. And once again, it's multiple things. You can't break the shields, you can't break the walls, you can't come in.
Yeah, just too tanky at this point. Twisted Minds don't really have the items to really go with this one, but they find the Dream Realm. Hylon flashes away, connects again the Celestial Melody, make it a double in that sense, gets the stun and the kill.
Yeah, so Shuai also in the KPL region, coined as the smartest man in KPL, and now you know why he's so smart. The ability to choose when to put his ultimate refresh on the appropriate people. Zoe got that double Dream Roam, got the kill on the Hylon, and once again, map domination.
It's absolute domination. I mean, this mid T1 under siege, Twisted Minds, the Fate Rewind on back, just reversing everything and clean. Now in a world of hurt, he eats a Flaming Palm. The Umbrella Uppers used defensively just to zone them away, and Twisted Minds.
His Scepters will be tracking. It will land on you, and it's increased damage because he's already landed that passive mark on you once.
Yeah, he has a 1.5k net worth advantage over Hylon already, and now clean in a bad spot. Wanted the Sprite, Zoe not giving up anything for free. They find clean, he has to go, and he gets killed, with another pick off.
This is how you play the macro game, right? Play the map, and every single instance that AG meets a member of Twist, it's a 4v1, 4v3 numbers advantage.
A huge advantage here, and with this power play, AG.AL will put even more pressure on. There's really nothing Twisted Minds can do, especially since you're down a member here. But with that winner is here, it will zone everyone away.
Okay, at the same time, look at what Ran is doing. So Ran actually farming that Crimson Golem for himself. So every member is optimized.
The Dream Realm tried to go in. He's a little off the mark. AG.AL, though, will take the top T2 instead.
No opening on the side of AG.AL.
And this is why AG.AL and even TT Global is that, their positioning and the way that they move and they retreat, they're sticking together. There's no easy pickoffs.
There isn't clean.
So he goes in, he goes for that Dream Realm. He's potentially going in for that, but Ron trying to find him, and he finds Nighty. He tried to flash away, but under the tower, he doesn't care. So he gets that pickoff, and now with this infinite fastness, the Umbrella Uppers finding Shung, who flashes away, and CT Boy is kept lost wanting on this point, and Twisted Minds doesn't really matter. The Umbral Moon will keep Ron alive, but AG.AL putting too much pressure on.
Putting so much use in their resources, right? So, and when you want to dive on the heroes, look, the fact that Zoe's able to move around, he pulls all these members of Twisted Minds deeper into a outnumbered advantage.
Oh, here's the Dream Realm, the perfect placement, gets Nighty. Is he able to get away? He tries to dash, he's taking a lot, but with that winner is here, covering his retreat. Twisted Minds will potentially hold at this one.
But it's a damage limitation. Look, at this point, 8 minutes and 40 seconds, they do have an objective to take, but they don't really have to care about it. Map and wave management, that is the strength of AG.AL. City Boy hiding in the sidelines, looking for an opening.
Oh, they find the Fridge of Prison onto Zoe, who's getting very low, but the Dream Realm away, and he does get alive. Will going aggressive, finds Hylon, gets the pick off, and the infinite fastness on back, but Shuai will be killed. Twisted Minds finally getting that first one, and now Sheng is there, but with Nighty taking a lot, Zoe turns around and snipes him down.
Same formula, they were pulled too deep. Twisted Minds thought they had the advantage, thought they had the opening, but once again, they only opened themselves up to the side of AG.AL underneath the T2. That's how scary AG is. It feels like a bad situation, but it's great for AG.AL.
No, they're finding the right times to attack and who they need to go for. They've made sure that Hylon has had a rough time. Yes, he gets his spells off, but he's not able to cycle them and to continue on with those stuns, and he's been killed. He's been focused in. AG.AL doing a great job of understanding who needs to die.
Yes, and we talked about 90, right? This Fadi pick is a great pick, but she can't do things alone. They get the freeze.
Oh, they get the freeze, but they don't have that damage, and Shag just walking away from that as if nothing happened. They find 90 on the top lane, and that's going to be a huge pick-off for Yunua yet again.
They have to lick their wounds at this point. Nobody can control Yunua. He still has his ultimate, though.
Zoe, though, just trying to fight 1 versus 1, essentially with clean. Hailong is there, but they don't want to fully commit for this. CT Boy with that umbrella outburst is not going to be enough. They've gotten the pick-off onto Shanks, and now Twisted Minds on the retreat yet again.
Too tanky, too much damage on the side. They also get that sneak peek off.
Up getting that kill because of it. Most times when you see the Infinite Vastness, they'll either retreat or they'll go super on aggressive. He's like a sniper, able to just navigate that dragon and just get the perfect placement for Shanks, and he ended up getting that kill because of it.
They will lose this T3 if there's one more hit.
They get that Searing Stab, the Fate Rewind on back, but it's not in a great spot. Clean continuing on, finding the back line, but where's the follow-up? Where's the team? They find Shang, that's a huge win for them, and Twisted Minds will come out with this 1-0.
Okay, a great prize to claim, right? Sheng is actually one of the hardest members to kill. I mean, there's so many different members on the side of AG.AL that are so hard to take down. And yes, Twisted Minds, they get a little candy, but the big prize, they're going in for the kill. The team could not back him up because they were quite low as well.
They were all so low. I mean, if they were there, they might have been able to completely turn that clean, going in aggressive. But the Umbro Rune, looking to just turn this around. The Umbrella Outbursts have been expended, but it looks like CT Boy is in a world of hurt. Maybe he dashes over. Yes, he does. But he eats a Flaming Palm and a Ride the Wind on his way out.
It's the dark side of the moon, and Twisted Minds find themselves lacking, find themselves lower. 2 big members down. The tanks, in fact. City Boy's down. Nutty's down. And with that, the Vanguards, the Overlords are flying into the base, the heart of Twisted Minds.
They're taking the bottom T3, AG.AL looking to end this. They have to flash back into the fountain just to stay alive. AG.AL looking to be clean, clinical, and they take the mid T3. The base is wide open. They've taken clean. Shuai taking a lot. Nighty gets that revenge, gets that kill. He wants to go in, gets the double, finds Yinuo, and Twisted Minds looking to turn. Shanks has been picked off, but these Shadow Vanguards are doing some work on the crystal. Nighty needs to stay alive. Zoe's going to be there. He's going to be very tanky, but he's just trying to slow it down. Nighty's going to be picked off, and Twisted Minds with only 2 members, but with these Shadow Vanguard, and the winner is here. How much can they do? Shen gets the double kill, and they get the base.
That is absolute domination. Once again, game number 2 goes in the hands of AG.AL. Another good performance. And you can't blame them because, look, they played their cards.
Take them down and have a power play. There was never a moment where they have the numbers advantage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. My word for this game is synergy, actually.
Plus, you have the Liu Bang to kind of back him up. This is going to be a tough one in that sense of just being able to kind of, you know, keep on pace with this Zoe Jing here. Yeah, but look in the bottom lane. The protecting winds used by Shanks already.
Oh, Sheng.
He's going to be flanked here. Sheng looking for that approach. Gets it with that Frigid Prisoner, trying to knock him down. Not able to go. He's going to be stuck between 2 different sides. No real way to go. And Shanks has to flash away. He's going to use that protecting winds, but he's going to be chased here, and he gets sniped out. Yinuo.
Yinuo! Bang, bang, bang. Yinuo! This has to be it. What a beautiful gameplay coming out from AG.AL. Numbers advantage once again.
Oh, but here comes the revenge. They find Yinuo in a bad spot and cleaning it up.
Okay, this is a great response. Twisted Minds putting the team tag of Masterminds to value at this point. Foul coming up.
Yeah, Nighty and Ron were actually kind of in a bit of a skirmish in this one, but right when the camera went on, then they both disengaged. It seemed like we were at a Coldplay concert, but Yinuo gets picked off in the mid lane.
Okay, that's a great start. This is exactly what Twisted Minds needs to do. Now, it's not enough to get the kills. You need the map control. You need the jungle control as well.
Oh, Clean looking to go in for this one. Finds Zoe, though, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Zoe turns it around, but with Shuai getting the kill, though, and it looks like with too much damage from Zoe, Clean just getting cleaned out.
The first Tyrant of the game, so nothing too big in terms of cost for both sides, but it gives you an inkling, right? Zoe definitely has a power spike. City Boy at level 4, he's 3 levels behind, and maybe
3 members, the Storm Strike, they're gonna go under. They've got the control, the Winter is here, that 1-2 combination, just enough damage to get the pick.
Yep, Twisted Minds looking for the return kill.
They want to find it, but it looks like they found something juicier in Zoe, who was just like going through the river, got caught out.
protein shake, and they're shaking things up. Twisted Minds looking for another kill on Ron.
Clean looking for that steal more than anything else. That Sprite is going to be used. CT Boy with that first ram, finding Ron. They have the knockup, and they get the kill with Hailong, making some serious moves. Yes, those AoE zones have been laid down, but Twisted Minds will just retreat. Twisted Minds, again, putting pressure on the mid lane, giving that farm to Clean.
Princess Fall, so good at checking the brushes with a first skill as well.
Nice
and right
burst.
now,
Nice burst ram. The Battlefield Command right on top of this. They're trying to go for Shang with that burst ram again. Shang just somehow staying alive, but they find Yinua. But Nighty's trying to trade his life away, and they've got a double kill going the way of Hailong as he finds Shang as well.
okay, they get a 2-1-2, so that's great for the side of Twisted Minds because AG.AL, you do not want to give them an advantage. But the mid T1 now under pressure. Shuai.
Yeah, they're looking to rotate. They need to defend here. And Hailong finds the pickoff, finds Shuai, left him wanting in that sense, but Zoe backing away. He's going to stay alive. That Oak Bolt doing some work. Ron is going to now join. He's just going to back off now.
By their presence.
Yeah, they will not be. He's been making some good moves. Hailong had really needed to have stepped up in this one. He's making some good rotations, but now here comes Zoe with that mirror domain. Nighty's getting focused in. They find Clean first, but here's the return, and it looks like Hailong will get that kill onto Zoe.
Bad trade for the side of Twisted Minds. They do trade the junglers, but with one more extra kill on the 90, that combination is spoiled. And fast clear, now you give them two options, right? Do you want to fight for the Tyrant or do you want to defend your T2? Once again, multiple options for you to choose from, and now you have to choose right.
Yeah, it's not good. The control, they find CT Boy with that Winter is here, but here's the first ram. He's able to out-tank this. The Battlefield Command right on top. The Tremor Smash onto 2, but CT Boy falls first. They find Hailong. He's going to get slowly dashing away. He's going to get to safety, but Ron with the chase down finds Shanks. They're going to find Nighty as well, and with 4 members down, AG.AL starting to roll.
Okay, they get the surprise kill onto Inor, but it's not enough. They still have 3 members on the side of AG.AL pushing, and there is a wave in the mid. Clean, he's gonna try and mount the defense. No, that's a good decision. You cannot fight against Zoe. And Ron, what is he doing? He already trying to break down that T3 on the bot.
Yeah, this is where Kolov is going to be contested here. Giving up to Zoe here. Clean, not able to even find that one. He can't take much, but Zoe on the chase, on the approach, gets the kill on the Clean.
Yeah, he knew he had no option. Shuai actually perfect positioning, pushing him towards the jungler, and Ron was also clean behind, which is kind of scary, right? This is 3 different decisions. That combination from the Liu Bang and the Lianfo coming in at the right time. But look at the way they group up on the side of AG.AL, right? Everyone is sharing the damage, so they separated them. And at this point, there is no way as the T3 at the bottom, AG.AL looking for an opening.
Yeah, looking for the opening, but they've got the control. The jump in was potentially there with that Tremor Smash, but he's going to be killed. CT Boy gets picked off. AG.AL makes him pay for even trying to go on him.
Yeah, Ninoy hitting his power spikes. You know, you can have your ultimates. We will just melt you down. The multiple shots coming out from Ino, hurting them not just in-game, but in real life as well.
This cannot be easy here. AG.AL looking to just siege this mid T2. There are no answers available for Twisted Minds.
Okay, so this is what I feel in ranked games. Look, as long as your T3 is alive, you still have a chance. And right now, Twisted Minds, Hailong, he still cannot get out.
He just wants to recall back to safety, but Hailong's going to be chasing. He goes in for the ruined and tried to go for the pickoff onto Yino. It was a very brave play, but it was a suicide mission in the end.
I mean, you do what you can, right? You know you're dead. AG.AL have your number. You just try to put as much pressure as you can. At the same time, top lane, they will try to make a trade for the T1. You know, out of their minds, not in a good way.
Yeah, and generally speaking, in Honor of Kings, if you're playing a defensive game, you're playing a losing game, right? AG.AL are able to be very aggressive, take over the map, and just literally take all the farm, but it looks like they've got the connection, the Battlefield Command right on the Clean, but with that control, they actually get the pick off. They have enough damage, and CT Boy just trying to stay alive. He gets picked off as well, with Ron going in with that flash play, and now with this mid T3 gone, how does Twisted Minds hold?
They're going to try and push them behind the towers. This is a signature play, AG.AL. Victory is in sight. Game number 3, as series point is available for the taking. They don't really need to care about Hailong.
I mean, they don't, but the minions are now here, and this could be a potential problem. They find Nighty, they get the pick. They actually got Hailong on the other side as well, and now AG.AL with this Winter is here. It's a matter of time as these minions march down mid, and AG.AL will take game 3, eventually going into this one. But Clean gets picked off. They're going to pad the KDA one last time. The burst ram onto this one. He's trying to stay alive, goes for that Trevor Smash, but not too much in the end. AG.AL will take game 3.
Third time's the charm. double kills for the side of Zoe. This jungler has been on fire today, and not only him,
swerved the entire game.
It was really difficult for him, right? Like he could not find any other flank just to come in. And when he thought like, oh yeah, I'm gonna enter from him, there were just 2-3 people in the bushes waiting for him.
Okay, but Twisted Minds, I mean, if there's any time to bring it out now. This is your last chance. Series point. The Fade makes it through to the side of Twisted Minds.
Yeah, they're going to go with this one on the clean. Fade has only been 2-3 in the KWC thus far.
No matter how bad of a situation they are in, they always come back with some hope. 90 one-on-one against Ran. AG Zoe though.
Yeah, but 90 not in a great spot. Has to dash away. He's going to be chased. Here's the emergence trying to find out Yinuo, who dashes away.
So just trying to bait out the skills. Hailang this time.
Looking to go aggressive. They will need to get this one, and they find him solo, and they do get the pick off. That's going to be first blood going the way of clean. And now Shuai has joined with Shang. Do they get anything in return? Hailang is just trying to just dash away. The Unending Sorrow, though, will stop most of this.
They've learned the lessons, right? This is exactly what AG.AL did to them.
You're just really starting to snowball. I mean, we're 4 minutes in, but it's a 2K lead?
Yes, which is pretty impossible to play against unless there is a potential steal. Not going to come in time from the side of Hailang here. At the same time, Clean, unable to match the pacing. He had to secure his Crimson Golem.
Azure Golem about to be taken away as well. Zoe just seer states it and smites it for good measure, but they continue it on. He uses the Conductor of Souls, but Zoe getting a little bit low. Clean with that damage, and Twisted Minds finding some kills, but they're going to be backing off at this point.
Yeah, they're showing the win condition, so this is great, right? They didn't need to care about the Tyrant, looking for additional kills. Why is this decision being made? Twisted Minds, they need to get more than this.
Yeah, they needed to have. I thought they were going to go for that, but now it looks like Nighty going to be chased away. Yinuo with that range, making it very uncomfortable. Yes, he gets pulled in with that whatever, but Yinuo dodges that one. He styles, but with that pick-off, Nighty finds the solo kill.
We were talking on the desk as well. It's a team game, and here we go, 90.
Oh, here's the team that you're talking about. The flash away. 90 does survive, though.
Yep, so Twisted Mind starting to play a little bit more team-like at this point. 3 kills for his side, but still, the goal lead in great advantage to AG.AL kill.
Oh, 90 surviving yet again, but they want to go. Shuai looking for that chase, and 90 will finally leave the lane. He was looking to stick around and protect that bottom T1, but he's going to let it go.
How many times have you seen a Diadea chase away a main? Not a lot, but AG.AL shows you how it's done. City Boy caught in the middle.
Yeah, caught in the middle here. He's going to get tethered here. The Annihilation is going to be just barely nicking them, if anything, but Zoe over the wall wants to go for this Azure. He's going to fight this one. He wants to go for that Conductor of Souls, get that pickup, finds Hailang, and CT Boy survives, but they lose the blue buff as well.
No good team playing so well.
Bitter farewell. They find 90, caught out one too many times, and this time they had enough damage.
6.5 minutes in, there is more. They come from the side of AG.AL. They have taken the T2. There is a wave marching down. They've pre-cleared that initial wave coming down. T3 under siege.
Under siege here. They do have the minions as well, but it looks like they're going to just kind of limit this one. They're going to calm down a little bit, understanding that they still have a bit ways to go. But this game is a perfect game that encapsulates the fact that, hey, it's not about kills. If you're taking objectives, you're able to outfarm them, you will win far more games. But AG.AL, this siege, this onslaught, so difficult for Twisted Minds to defend.
There's very little answers, right? Because the strength of a Fade pick is to be able to instant execute people. But with the help of Shuai on this Diadea, taking the redemption support item as well, they'll never fall low.
They'll never fall low. There's too much sustain, too much tank. Like Zoe, yes, he's going to get gone on here. Highline potentially looking to go in, but they look to just turn this. The Unending Sorrow keeping CT Boy alive.
Yes, and even though Twisted Minds are the ones that are aggressing, it feels like AG.AL are the ones in control. And once again, no Tyrant for the side of Twisted Minds. The second one in the game goes and falls into the hands. Last chance, they're trying to go for a kill here.
Oh, potential jump in. Zoe gets stunned, but they're not going to get the catch here. Clean finds Ron instead, but Ron actually turning the heat up on Clean. Yes, he's up in front, but he's able to out-tank and out-sustain everything.
You're too far ahead, Sean.
Oh, Nighty looking to go in, tries to go for that pickoff with that Annihilation, but Nighty in a bad spot. He gets executed.
Baited for real here, Twisted Minds. This is why Shuai is so good. He gets the ultimate down. with the Destined Encounter. Didn't even have to pop his support item in the form of Redemption here.
Power play going the way of AG.AL. Shuai on the backside. He's going to get back to safety, but Shanks gets sliced and diced. Yinoo finding him out. Ron in the bad spot in between two towers. He's going to be picked, but they find Hailong and they want to go for CT Boy. They get the knock off, and AG.AL in 9 minutes and 50 seconds looking to close out the game. These are the KPL champions. They get the pick off on the 90. They get on top of Clean, and they will take the game and the series. They will meet TT Global in the grand finals.
Welcome to the grand finals once again. It is your champions of KPL, AG.AL. They will meet their fellow counterparts, TT Global, tomorrow, and we'll watch them duke it out. Get out.
It seems like they kind of like pick like whatever hero like you want in your potential last game, right? Maybe a kind of like a show matchy
It's like a
ranked
ranked
game
game.
type of lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.